While Magic West is a show intended for mature audiences, today's episode contains adult and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Once upon a time, long ago, before the Blightmarsh was corrupted and the tree sap looked like blood-red roserite, there was a family that lived at the edge of the wood. A proud and ancient line. The father was cruel and not many people liked him, but the mother was the sort that seemed to make the town feel safe just by walking by. But over time, something changed. She started to get sick and no one knew what it was or what was wrong. The doctors couldn't heal it and she was slowly dying. Her youngest and beloved son couldn't bear it. A life under his father's cruel rule seemed unbearable. A quiet boy, pale-eyed and sharp, always scribbling in books and wandering too far from home. He had been rumored to be playing with the pinkish crystals rising out of the soil. Roserite, folks called it. Not normal stuff. Whispers when it's alone. He started to speak strangely, claiming to have been studying it and believed it could do more than fuel spells or light lanterns. He thought it could heal. It could cure. One night, they say, he vanished into the woods, deep into the trees, past the places where even the hunters go, and came back a day later, hollow-eyed, clutching a shard of roserite the size of a baseball. He went back into that big house, straight to his mother's bedside, planning to keep her with him. They say the ground shook. They say the windows cried blood. They say that he pushed the shard right into her chest over her heart and whispered something no one could understand, and for a brief moment, she opened her eyes and smiled. And then the house screamed. It wasn't the fire that took it. It wasn't wind, it was force, an explosion that shattered every stone, tearing apart the wood, and flung the boy back into the woods. He lived. That's always part of the story. He lived. When the people of the town arrived, there was no more home, just a few white pillars from the edge of that big house and a blackened hole in the earth. No bodies, no rocks, no sign of the mother or the father or the older sibling. Just a quiet, occasional pulse from under the ground that almost felt like a heartbeat. Our camera comes into focus, looking down above a mist-laced clearing, cold ashes and a fire pit. 3 sleeping forms in a small dome. Clay and Delilah, where would we find you in this dome?
Knocked out, cuddled up, you know?
Delilah's the big spoon.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Clay is a little spooned up, all
Uh,
nestled.
Who would wake first?
I think Clay would probably wake up first.
Clay waking up, stretching. You see the still sleeping form of Crystal off to the corner of the dome. And looking around, you notice there are 2 people not here. Can you make a perception check for me?
That's a nat 1.
Great.
Starting things off right.
That's
Oh
so
my
great. That's so great.
Get him out now.
The only thing you really clock is that Afira and Six are clearly not here.
What the hell? And then I'll call over Val, my pet familiar, who's an owl, who has a little cowboy hat on top. Now he's got a little sheriff's outfit with a little duster and a little button up to go along with it. But it's sleeveless, so he has full mobility of his wings. I'm not cruel. And I think he kind of flies down and just like... So they left and you didn't tell me? Really?
It's just a small, cock of the head, or twist of the head. It's an owl. And then it just sort of chirps at you in response. Just does a full spin and just chirps at you.
What deal do you and Afira have? What is it? That you're supposed to be my familiar, and you didn't tell me that they left?
Just a little, ruffling of the wings.
I don't want to hear it. As Clay begins to get up and just kind of search around to see if they left a note or anything to say of where they were going.
The dome's not super big, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. It takes you a little bit of time, but tucked next to Delilah specifically, there's a small parcel, an envelope, and then a little like piece of cloth that looks like it's got a couple of small objects wrapped in it.
I open up the cloth first because he always checks the presents before reading the letters.
In the cloth, there is a small stone, and then there is like a mechanical object, and then there's a third little piece of cloth that has Crystal's name on it, specifically.
Then I open up the letter.
When you open the envelope, there's just 2 amulets in there. You recognize these. 6 had already made an amulet of protection against detection and location for Crystal, but there are 2 more in this envelope for you. There is no note, and that's when you remember that you've seen 6 use these little mechanical devices to leave recordings and things for you, and that is what you surmise that other object is.
I hit play.
Fear and I are gonna go kill Sneed Barclay. Fear wanted it to just be the 2 of us. This is a bit of a personal vendetta for her, so I promise this isn't like the other times where I'm trying to keep away from you. I've left you a sending stone if you need to get into contact with me. I'll let you know when it's done.
I would say Delilah
Delilah heard that.
absolutely would wake up hearing that.
Rockets up, especially just hearing that was already rousing a little bit when Clay was getting up, but just kind of laying there, not quite asleep, hearing the rustling, and then just sits bolt upright at the first sentence and stares at where it was. They're doing what now?
They left to go kill a man named Sneed Barclay.
Oh, shit. And you can see that she starts just rewrapping herself in it. It's, so, okay. So Sneed's her ex-fiance who,
Huh.
who
Yeah,
tried
I got an invite, I think, to a wedding. I didn't go.
Well, the wedding didn't happen because that sumbitch decided he was going to bury her alive and on her wedding day. Like, and
What? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
What?
trust me, I was waiting there for a long time trying to do that. And when 6 came around, she was all dusty and he had gone. It was something. They left to go kill Sneed and they didn't tell us. Well, I mean, they told us, but you know.
Well, they told us 2 things. One, this is a lot. First thing in the morning.
Her nose is flaring. Her ears are just like angry cat, like flipping all over the place. She's
2,
getting mad.
that explains a lot. That explains a lot about Affair. I didn't know that. Anyway, okay.
She wants to take a closer look at the package
Yeah,
and
sure,
and
go
just
ahead.
all the other stuff, and glances over to see if it woke Crystal as well.
A la like Anna from Frozen, the morning of Elsa's coronation. This kid is sprawled the fuck out. She's in Clay's oversized duster. She's crushed the hat using it as a pillow, but she's like fully like stretched out. And you guys have been on the road for about a week, so there's like obviously not like properly nourished, but there's a little bit more skin on the bones because even with the meager rations you've had on the road, it's more than she's probably eaten in a while. But she's knocked out, like solidly sleeping.
We let her sleep in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just like, okay, come on, let's talk out the bubble.
Fine. And so she would step outside of the bubble. She's all wrapped up in her little like shawl thing.
Yeah, and I think since it's been a week, Clay's beard is even bushier and unkempt, and his hair's grown out a little bit more. It's almost given Frederick Douglass at this point. And he also has a scar going across his face from when it was cut open by the ceiling caving in. And his hand is now a crystal. And he just kind of comes out.
I have to ask, because I know Clay Deepwater. You're shirtless, aren't you, in this moment?
I mean, it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's early in the morning. The brisk air across the chest. Yeah, of course.
I mean, it gets warm when you're cuddling up to someone who's a little fuzzy, so it makes sense.
Exactly. What do I look like wearing layers? That's dangerous.
Delilah, as you guys you're exiting the bubble, you would notice those reddish veins that run through that crystalline arm. It looks almost like see-through in certain lights, except for those red veins that run all the way through it, all the way down to the fingertips, and sort of like spread up across the chest a little bit, towards the direction of his heart, but stop just below the collarbone.
Is that something that she would have noticed, or like, is that a situation where, with us having been on the road, does it look like is it something that could have been changed with healing over the course of it, or does it seem to move at all? Because I think that would be part of it.
It hasn't progressed once that mutation occurred.
Okay.
It's sort of like over the course of about 24 hours, it stabilized and those veins stopped spreading.
Okay. But the veins, no matter what treatment she would have done to it before, would have still maintained that red. It doesn't pinken up. It just stays
still
red.
There.
Yeah, and I'd say his iris has like a pinkish swirl mixed in with the hazel brown in his eyes. Mm-hmm. And I think he just goes, all right, so regardless, the plan doesn't change. And he hands you the amulet. He puts on the amulet himself. And we just get to St. Bordeaux.
Well, I mean, they know where we're headed, but... if she knew where Sneed was, I mean, why not leave before? Or did she find out? Was someone else nearby? I don't know.
I don't know.
She, frustrated, starts to try and fumble and clip her necklace, put the amulet on within it. Well, the plan stays the same. We just stay out of sight. We get far away. We keep her safe.
Exactly. So, I think we've got about an hour. We attune to these items, we have a little breakfast, and then we hit the road.
Was that everything they left? The amulets? And
we got a couple of
message?
items. This one's for Crystal, and hands you the item. This is for Crystal. This one
is it wrapped up, or is it like...
it's sort of like in a little cloth, but it's not like wrapped. It's just sort of like wrapped up in a cloth. It's not like tied off.
It's not like
a present.
She's gonna peek at it. Just a little flip up.
It looks really similar to that mechanical object that he showed her that night before you guys fought Soren, that projects the stars onto the top of the dome. It's like a little nightlight.
And then you can have this, as he hands you the mind sharpener.
Oh.
And then let's see what else is in here. Can Clay take a closer look at the stone?
You can. You recall that audio message telling you there was a sending stone, so you're assuming this is that sending stone.
Gotcha. There should be another item in there.
Oh, if there is. I was not told there was, but I trust you.
Hold on. Let me send you this.
But yeah, no, so Delilah will start working with and attuning with the mind sharpener, which I imagine just kind of looks like I imagine it just kind of looks like I don't know, like a little brooch or something.
That is not in your... That's not in the parcel. It's somewhere else. Yeah. Give me a perception check as you're getting ready for the day.
Not an investigation.
I'm saying it's perception.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tight. 15.
As you are finally putting clothes on, you motherfucker, there's a moment while your hand sort of passes through your pockets and you feel a circular object in one of them. Small, familiar. You recall seeing it on Fira had it on her.
Put it right back in my pocket.
Delilah goes about starting to ready them for morning breakfast camp and then going.
You know that it'll take about another week of walking to get to St. Bordeaux. So giving yourself time to break down camp, get ready to go. Our camera's going to pull back for a moment and shift across the deserts and the landscapes to the back of a creaking wagon that has been traveling from north of Emerald Gulch for a couple of days now. And settling into the back of it, who would we see first of the two of you?
I think not me. I'm pretty unassuming.
Cool. So, what is...
You got a backpack that is a suit carrier.
Yes.
What would we see Hyacinth doing in the back of this wagon?
So Hyacinth is probably stirring said soup. This 4'3", 4'4" elven elderly woman, dressed in this like knitted shawl and this cloak, and covered in sort of tree twigs and leaves into a necklace with bones attached to them. And she's stirring the soup with a big ladle, kind of like churning butter, and just sort of softly mumbling to herself as she puts some soup in a bowl and hands it to a different character who is not as obvious as the soup woman.
Sitting across from Hyacinth, Hikari, what would we see?
Also an elven woman, but much younger. A lot more unassuming. Very, very chipper looking with white hair, with her ears poking out, and she's just like kicking her legs. She's not as short as Gam Gam, but she's not particularly large. As she takes the soup. Is there bones in this one? Do they all have bones?
No, not in this one.
Oh.
In the next one,
maybe.
maybe.
What is this one? What's this one? I don't care. I'm gonna eat it anyway. Pumpkin? When did you get pumpkin? That's so fun. I'm gonna eat the soup. Is it good soup?
It sort of looked like a pumpkin, but might not have been.
Okay.
I think it was. We'll
You're
find
like
out.
the smartest person I've ever met in my whole life, so
Well,
I
that's
trust
very
you.
kind of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like as this wagon is sort of rolling, it hits like a little bit of a rock, and you see like the soup slosh in the bucket a little bit. Doesn't like blast out, but like you can feel it, and then you just hear a muttering from the driver in the front, just a very quiet under his breath. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
The soup is okay. Where are we going
Better
again,
eat
Gam Gam?
fast.
Gam Gam,
I don't know. I'm following you. You said get in the wagon. We're going on tour or something.
Yeah, I thought you knew where the wagon was going when we got in it. I didn't really ask. I just handed the nice man our money.
Okay.
We're going tour.
Sure.
First stop wherever this man stops. Yay.
How have you made it
We're
this
doing it.
far in life?
How?
Yeah. Just
I
like-
don't. What do you mean?
Never mind, dearie. Eat your soup.
Okay. Yay.
Our camera will pull out of the back of this wagon, back across, to the better part of a week later, for Clan Delilah, and about 2 days for Hikari and Gam Gam, just so we're timeline clear. As the two of you with Crystal at your side walk into this town, the things you would notice right away is that there's a faint shimmering of sparkling pink in the mud, as just a Leyland level of roserite dust buried in the mud, as this little town sits on the edge of. You can tell the forest is corrupted even from looking at it at a distance. There's like blood-like sap veins dripping down the edges of the trees. Some of the leaves have gone pinkish and reddish and never change. As you enter this town, that specifically, Clay, what does the town of Saint Bordeaux look like as you guys walk into it? And I will elaborate. So, like, what do you remember the town to look like?
I remember nothing goes past 2 stories, and that was only if you really had the money for it, or if it was something like the city hall or something like that. But just a lot of dirt and mud roads and just, you know, just people clamoring and walking around, just trying to make an honest living and, you know, living underneath their means, but doing the best that they can.
The beginning of the town still kind of has that vibe and feeling, but as you're walking in down the road, you can see it from a distance. Your old family home is much larger than it was when you left. There's now like a 3rd story on it, and there's a proper tavern sitting like not super far into town with a bell on the outside of it that just says the morning bell. So there's a proper tavern now. Sitting out front of it is a wagon, empty, and you can hear the sounds of music from the inside of this tavern, as well as like kids playing in the streets, and just sort of people milling about.
Gotcha. All right. So, first order of business. I think we should, you know, get cleaned up before we make appearances anywhere. Grab a drink, nice warm meal. Sound good to everyone?
Sounds fine to me. And the entire time as they've been walking deeper and deeper into this place, seeing the vines or the lines on the trees and everything, just as they're getting more and more around there, her eyes have been going back and forth to the two of them, just constantly looking at Crystal, just like, you know, this is fine. Everything's holding, right? You know?
She seems probably more stable than you've seen her in a really long time. Borderline skipping, jovial, like rather happy, just sort of minding her own business, like looking around at these kids. She still looks kind of like a kid playing dressed up in their dad's clothes because she's still quite like live.
Petite, yeah.
Yeah. But like her face looks a little bit fuller. It's been 2 weeks that she's been with you guys now. The hair's a little less straggly, and she's kind of wearing it similarly to how Delilah wears her hair because she doesn't really know what to do with it. So it's like twisted up in this like part up do, part down do, but then like the hat squishes everything on top of it.
Yeah, no, she's definitely been playing with Romeo's hair and doing all sorts of dolling up over the course of it. But yeah, I suppose a little refreshing. It'd be nice to kind of settle and sit in a real chair.
Yeah, let's head to the tavern first. I think that'd be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
As you guys walk inside the tavern, Hikari, what are you doing on the stage?
I'm playing my little song. I'm just doing my little show. Should I roll to see how well my show is
Give me
going?
a performance check to see how well this show is going.
I'm so ready.
Let me use my crit award-winning Sophie Glugon dice. Performance?
We're
Performance.
gonna find out how this goes.
That is a 17.
It's the the bar is vibing on it. There's like, I don't know what does it look like? What does this performance look like?
She's got a little bit of a mandolin, so there's like a nice Western twang to it still, but it is the most cheery, fun little music I think you've heard in a very long time, probably. She's assuming this place looks like crap. So she's trying to bring a little bit of levity and fun to this tavern that they have found. And she's just vibing. She's not really paying
Like Elvish
attention.
Kesha.
Yeah,
It's
I
giving
am
like
Kesha.
Elvish Kesha meets
Yeah.
Lindsay Sterling. There's like
Yes!
little
Oh my
landscapes and like
God.
spins and stuff. It's like a whole proper moment. The tavern
I'm the
seems
Elven
really
idol.
into it. Yeah,
Yes.
basically. They're into it. They're vibing. There's drinks. There's more people crammed in this little tavern than you've seen probably in your whole life, Clay. And where would Gam Gam be watching?
I think Gam Gam actually pops up behind Clay and Delilah as they enter, and tries to just greet them into the tavern feel, because she doesn't understand. She just wants Hikari to succeed, and she just pops up this 4 foot something tiny little old elf woman with two braided white, like gray white pigtails. Oh, welcome!
Oh shit! Hey.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing down there? Good, good.
My bad. I didn't mean to startle you.
No, you'll fine. You'll fine.
It's fine. Oh, thank you. Is this yours?
No, it's not. It's not my tavern. No, I just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you like some soup?
Oh, that.
Sure. That
Sound-
sounds lovely.
Again, it's
Sounds nice.
not my tavern, and it's not the tavern soup, but I have soup.
So it's soup that you're serving on the side, at the.
All right.
Amazing. That's so
Are
lovely to
there
meet
any
you, madam.
seats available? Like,
Yeah,
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 we'd
let's
love
do
to put our feet up.
I
real
don't
quick.
Also-
know.
GM, is this? I'm assuming this tavern is also kind of like Valentine and Red Dead Redemption, where there's a little barber in the corner.
There used to be
He
when
takes
you were
the-
young. There is not anymore. The morning bell has sort of grown up a little bit. So the barber's moved out.
He's got his
there
own
is-
place.
He's got his own place. There are tables. There's very few empty seats. The ones that are sort of left are sort of off to the side, in between the bar and the stage.
Just looking
You've
around.
Also, things to note while this whole situation with Gam Gam happened. What are your passive perception checks, actually?
Can I have moved to standing on a table, by the way, GM?
Oh, absolutely. Give me
Oh, yeah.
waif of a creature that was standing at Clay and Delilah's side has fully slid away from the rest of you. And she is now sitting at the foot of where Hikari has leapt to, and is just staring up at her eyes the size of dinner plates. They're huge.
Your
Delilah-
friend is very curious.
Yeah, she doesn't get out
What happened?
often. And you can see Delilah has that internal like a toddler kind of like forgot to put the backpack
What?
with the leash on, like has that little.
She's already on the other side of the bar, like
Oh.
over near where Hikari is dancing
Delilah
on a
can
table.
see
I'm
her
assuming at
over
this point.
everyone. So
Yeah, 'cause you're a tree of a woman.
yeah, she like had to like lean in to get into
Delilah.
here. So
God, I just realized you're like 8 feet tall and Gam Gam's 4 feet tall.
yeah, we're like 7.5. So like that like was at the hip. Like oh, hi.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Oh, it's It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Ms. Hyacinth McDongle.
Nice to meet you, Madam McDonald. My name is Clay. Nice to meet you. This here is Delilah. And this
Delilah,
is,
nice. It's a pleasure.
This is our daughter, Crystal.
Oh. My bones
Adopted.
said otherwise.
Ah,
You're what?
My bones.
that's wonderful. That's
Like
great.
in the weather's gonna turn kind of way, or like your joints are
Arthritis.
aching?
Yeah, arthritis is
Oh,
something.
no, the former. The former.
Hey, Hikari.
Uh-huh.
How was that acrobatics check?
Oh, I got a 16. I feel fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Fully leaping from table to table.
Can I do a flip?
You know I'm gonna make you roll again.
Yeah. It's better.
Oh yeah, fully flip, and then it's actually the flip that lands you on the table where Crystal is looking up at you. Just vibing.
I'm killing this gig.
You are. Give me a performance check to see how you finish.
Okay.
Your
I'm really
set,
good
I
at
guess.
conditioning. That is a 16 again.
Oh yeah. What does the ending of this performance look like?
I think in stark contrast to how hype it started, I think it finishes pretty calmly. Like it just kind of like it eases into a nice end. So like the music starts to get quieter and people can go back to like eating and conversing. Like I'm no longer the show. Like I start to like wind down. There's no big finish. Outside of that, I did a flip onto a table. That was in the middle of the song. So that was part of the finish.
It's a little early.
You Benson Booned it in the middle of a song.
I Benson Booned it in the middle of a song.
She does a
because-
lot
Going
of
into the last
backflips.
chorus.
That's a lot of
You're welcome.
backflips.
I didn't know she
I
could
figured
bend
that
that
out.
way.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like there was that much room in here. That's pretty dexterous.
I'm gonna get off
Yeah,
the table.
and dangerous.
As you climb down, you
she's
sort of
on.
lock eyes. You lock eyes with this like very thin, wayfish-looking individual who the second you look at her, she skitters away and immediately runs back to Clay and Delilah and just sort of buries herself behind them.
Bye.
And you see Gam Gam is over in that area as well, as the bar sort of settles down to like a casual like the loud murmur of a tavern bar, and then eventually there's like a scratch of a record player as someone, the barkeep most likely puts just
Can
chill
I see
casual.
if I got any tips in
outside.
like a little cup that I had set by the stage?
Oh, absolutely. Roll me a percentile die and a d10,
Okay. I could find those.
or 2d10 basically.
Yes. That is a 28.
Mm-hmm. There is 112 gold pieces in this little like it's like a couple of platinum. Like they vibed on your performance real fucking hard.
I
What the fuck were we robbing people?
Hey,
What the hell are
you
we doing
know.
heists for?
you know, maybe I should have taken that girl up on them flute lessons a long time back. Oh man,
I can whistle real good.
flute and
Damn, man.
furbolg, man. Oh,
Yeah,
we could have
you
done
know.
something.
I'm gonna run up to Gam Gam with my money. I did it! I won! I win! I did the thing. I performed. First try.
That was your first performance.
Yes. Hi, who are you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Delilah. And this is Clay, and this is Crystal. Where you? That was lovely.
Thank you. This is Gam Gam.
Looks to Hyacinth like, Miss.
Did
Miss
the bones tell you about these people, Gam Gam?
Yes. What
Oh.
specifically that one?
Which
She
one?
points at Crystal.
Which one is she pointing at?
She points at the little the one they called Crystal, who just sort of peers out at you from Clay and Delilah and just sort of waves at her.
what?
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna take our daughter here to get a little bite to eat and something to drink.
Do you want soup?
Preferably something bubbly. No, we'll be perfectly fine. We're gonna go to the bar over here. Grab
What's wrong
some.
with our soup?
Thank you.
All
Nothing's
right.
wrong with that.
Don't eat the
Joe.
fish.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's
All
not
right.
that-
And he's just gonna hoist
bad.
Crystal up onto one of the bar stools.
Eh,
She looks a little shell-shocked and just looks at you and like waves for you to bring your head down in so she can whisper in your ear.
Yeah.
I think I've seen her before.
Where?
What do you?
I don't know. She just seems really familiar.
Okay.
Ooh! That looks like cotton candy, and she just grabs a cup of pinkish liquid and just starts chugging it.
Oh, no, hold on now.
All right, we gotta pace
Barkeep,
ourselves.
let me get a grilled cheese and a glass of milk.
She's like 21, guys.
I know.
I
but
don't
she's-
know what her
she's-
body can handle, so
We
we're
don't know
starting
what
light.
was she eating over
I
there.
don't know. That's one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm so glad to be out of the wilderness. Here's
Yeah,
a
imagine finding an
cheeseburger,
allergy.
and then you're vomiting.
Like this.
We're starting slow.
Yeah. I think that Delilah, could Delilah do a bit of an insight check on Gam Gam? Especially just the whole idea of the bones told me about her. I think that just is sending off a couple of warning bells
Oh yeah.
for Mama Bear here.
What are you looking for specifically?
Like, I don't know. Do I have? I think I have detect something. I just am wanting to see if Gam Gam were a threat, how much of a threat would Gam Gam be? This is kind of a 7.5 foot tall furbolg
You
sizing
vibe
up.
checking my grandma right now?
I am absolutely checking grandma who says
Roll
that
for
they
vibe
know.
check.
It is like, yeah, I would like to roll for a vibe check, please.
Go ahead and roll a vibe check.
Yeah. I just think that they're trying not to be found and something told someone about them. She's unamused. Well, that was a natural one. So,
Gam Gam's immaculate.
Gam Gam
She's
seems real
unreadable.
nice. Maybe that soup's
She
not a
is-
bad idea.
She is fully giving you maternal comfort grandmother vibes. Like it's just she's looking at Hikari with like a level of like admiration and pride almost, similarly to the way that you
I'm smoking
you look.
inside.
Yeah, who is smoking
Crystal.
inside, sitting at her little table,
Yeah.
feet kicked up on that table, I am assuming, sunglasses on indoors while smoking. It's Hikari's a whole vibe. And then there's just like, she's like taking off a backpack that looks like just a barrel full of soup. And just sitting it next to her and ladling out to anyone who comes near. Like it's the level of maternal love that you look at Crystal with.
Okay. I think that's just as they're eating and as their food and everything's coming, she does lean over to Clay and just, are people from around here, they do any sort of, like, they got a thing for divination or anything like that? Because she said,
Not that I'm aware of. I only know of one spellcaster around these parts.
One?
Well, yeah. Originally.
okay.
Yeah, there's a wizard who lives on the bayou. Anyways, bartender.
This very attractive tiefling sort of walks over in like a properly low cut, like it's like overall dress type vibes with like a flouncy like white underskirt, and she just comes over and leans on her elbows towards you.
You know where we can get a place to stay for the evening and also a good shave?
I believe Trayvon down the road has a barbershop, and I've got a couple of rooms upstairs if you're looking. Wait a second. You're Little Deepwater, aren't you?
Who, me?
I haven't seen you in what's it been, like 15, 20 years?
It's been a minute.
You got tall.
Well, amongst other things. But listen, we just needed a place to stay. We're stopping by.
You're not gonna go up to your parents' house?
Not yet. You know how, if anyone knows anything about me, it's that I didn't leave the town on the best of terms. So,
I mean, I don't want to speak for your mother, but I know that if my child ran out on town and then miraculously wandered back in, as a mother, I would want to see them.
But also, imagine your son came back with a woman and a child, and he looked like he hadn't shaved or showered in 2.5 weeks.
You know what? That's quite valid.
Exactly.
There's room upstairs. We'll call it on the house as old family friend. And
Appreciate you.
Trayvon stays open pretty late, so he'll be there until probably about sun goes down.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And she'll just like go back to helping the other people at the bar. And I want to pan our camera over to Gam Gam and Hikari's table. What is happening over there?
Gam Gam, I did so well. You were muted.
I was talking to my bird.
No.
Sorry, Deirdre, what were you saying?
I did well. What did your bones tell you about the tall strangers? So tall.
Oh, not much. I was just conversing with the bird. The bird tells me there's some interesting things going on in this town.
Do you think I could maybe write a song about it? Probably, right? They'd like that. They'd give me more money, probably. I like money. It's nice,
I think
right?
so.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
Maybe I could ask them. Do you think they know anything about the town? Do you think they have secrets?
Oh, absolutely. That one over there, he's a legacy.
What's that?
I don't need the bones to tell me what I can read on the bartender's face.
Oh, which is?
Oh, he's a Deepwater.
Oh, yes, a Deepwater. I don't have to roll to know I don't know what that is, right?
You have no idea what the fuck that is.
Cool. Yeah, no, I know. I've heard of them for sure. Yeah. Anyway, Gam, I'll be honest with you. Today was fun. Do we stay here and perform? Like, do we keep? I'm on a tour, actually. When should we leave? What does your bones say?
I don't know, Derry. We met 6 days ago. You told me come
but
with
your
me,
bones
and I got into the wagon.
Yeah, and it's been amazing ever since, right?
Absolutely. But this is sort of your plan that I'm here on. This is your journey. What do you want to do?
Well, after I had adopted you, because that is clearly what it was.
Right? Yes.
Yep.
I didn't have much thought after that, other than I thought that you and your bones are like really cool. And I'd never seen that before, so I thought that was interesting. I hadn't thought this far ahead. I didn't honestly think I'd make this much money. I could keep this going. So maybe like a few more days.
You could, but I do think that the town will run out of money at some point.
Okay, so take all their money then, please.
No.
Yes.
How about you spend some of that well-earned coin for a night here at the tavern, and that way you can garner more secrets from all the.
Oh, I was just gonna have us camp outside like I read in my books growing up. You know, like look at the stars, take two. But I think maybe I've never slept outside before. So, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna, without word then, get up, push my seat in, and then go up to the, like, barkeep, and then just put down probably what I'm assuming is an egregious amount of money for a room. I'm gonna put down 10 gold.
She just looks at you.
Room, please.
doesn't question it and just takes all 10 gold pieces. And Clay Delilah, you watch this happen. And she just goes, "Oh, absolutely. That is exactly the price for a room for one night," and then passes a key across to you.
Delilah has just one of those old habits die hard from back on the road days and just kind of cuts a little look to Clay. Just, that's a lot of money.
Listen.
We're supposed to lay low.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, that is a lot of money. Listen, we are going to appropriately spend the right amount of money for services in this town. And
Yeah,
we do
hey.
so accordingly.
Hikari, what's your passive perception?
16.
You hear all of that.
How much would it cost to for us to get some fresh clothes and get a haircut for
Not much.
Crystal?
Yeah, not much. It would not take much for all in, depending on how nice. Are you going for like super high level presentable or like middle of the road?
No, just passing. Like we bathed
Passing?
recently type
Yeah.
people. Yeah. We want to be
Probably-
inconspicuous. We're not trying to go overboard.
For everybody, so like haircuts, fresh outfits, baths and stuff.
Mhm.
I'd say maybe like 30 gold pieces, like $10 a head to get like
Okay.
showered, shaved, fresh clothes.
Am
Yeah,
I
I'll
right
go ahead
next
and
to
mark
Clay
that
and
off.
Delilah? Damn.
You are right next to Clay and Delilah. You also can see, very similarly to how you were sitting earlier in the wagon, Crystal at the far end, her feet sort of kicking on the bar stool, and she's on her second, like, fluffy pink. It looks kind of like a strawberry milkshake, and is just fully inhaling it.
Is that-
You gotta slow down. You
You
gotta,
gotta, we can't.
you gotta
Hey,
slow down.
it-
kiddo.
Question
Yeah.
for you. Why are you trying to stay here if you have a place here? Looking specifically at Clay.
Hmm?
Why do
I'm
you
sorry.
need a
What's your
room
name,
here?
miss?
I just performed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't quite paying attention. What was your name?
Hikari, what's your Clay Deepwater?
Hikari. That is such a lovely, lovely name. You were from around these parts?
Absolutely not. No.
No.
But you are.
I couldn't even
heard.
tell.
The bones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gam
the
Gam
bones.
told me. Anyway, how much am I supposed to pay for a room if you guys have opinions on that?
How much do you think you should be spending?
As much as the proprietor requests or deserves.
There you go. You've already answered it for yourself. So, sweetheart, go
Delilah,
ahead and get
Delilah
Crystal.
ends up from behind Clay's head, ends up holding up the proper number of gold coins. Just like if it's like 1 gold coin or 2 gold coins, just
20?
kind of is like
It's like a singular gold coin.
just the one. Just the one.
Oh, was I missing one?
It's fine. You know.
The hand is already on top of the pile of gold you left on the counter from the
Yeah.
barkeep, and she's just slowly pulling it back.
It's all right. You know what? But you did a wonderful job today.
You.
Yeah. So but you said this was your first time out
Yeah,
here
I
performing?
left my house a week ago.
Oh. Okay. Like on purpose?
Yeah,
To go
kind of, you know, that feeling, I don't know what to call it. Everything just kind of feels boring and nothing in your life feels new or fun anymore. And so things just start to feel not so great.
Right.
I don't know what that's called though. And then you just, one day you pick up a mandolin and you start to learn how to play it. And then 2 days later you walk out the door and you find an old lady looking at bones. And she says the bones are telling her things, and you think that's the coolest thing you've heard in like your whole life. And you've never really been like alone for most of your life, but you kind of have. So then you adopt her, and you get in a wagon, and then you end up here, and you're like, maybe I'm on tour now. And then you go into the first tavern you find, and then you perform, and then you pay too much for a room apparently.
Okay, so you adopted her.
Yes, that's
oh.
Gam Gam.
I guess things could
bones.
work differently anywhere else in the world, and there's bones. So does she So she talks to the bones, or she just like look at
The
them when she
bones-
throws them on the ground?
The bones tell her things, and I don't think we should question that, no.
Well, this has been such a riveting conversation.
Well,
I
feel like I've learned nothing.
we have
I've learned one thing.
some errands to run.
oh, what'd you learn?
So,
But how much to pay for a room?
Yeah, so it's a lost cause tonight, but if you got a second night, honestly, you could probably tell them, like, hey, that was for my stay in general. You could probably honestly ask them for about anything that you want now, seeing as they have that. So good luck with that. And she loops her arm through Clay's and then pats Crystal on the shoulder.
No more strawberry milkshakes. No more milkshakes. No more milkshakes.
You're going to make yourself sick.
But it's so good.
It is
Yes,
really
yes, and
so
it's so much sugar.
good.
It's
You
too much
are going
sugar.
to be all over the place in about 20 minutes, I can tell you right now.
You
And
should
if
have more.
you run off on me again,
I like you. You seem so familiar. Why do you
Me?
seem familiar? Yeah.
Do you seem familiar? Do I roll?
Yeah. Give me history.
Okay.
history.
We got history. That is a 23.
I'm gonna send you a DM.
What do you mean? You don't. We can trust Hikari to like say everything that's on their mind, though, right? On her mind, right? Yeah. Just yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And and Crystal did seem to like your music a whole lot.
Thank you.
That's-
I learned how to play. What's today? What day is it today?
I think it's like a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so I learned last Saturday.
You got that good in a week?
Is that weird?
No. And now looking at this girl who's properly looking at you, you can see those like crystalline eyes that are set in her face, and how translucent her skin is, and you can almost see those like veins of red running underneath of the skin now that you're up close to her.
Oh, you're fun.
I
Wanna play
think
a
so. I
game?
can absolutely. I would love to play a game. What kind of game?
We could do cards. We could do hide and seek. We could do truth or dare. We could do a drinking game.
I
How
can do
about
magic.
this?
Oh,
We
you do magic? I
can
can
play
too.
games
Can I?
after
She
we
immediately
get all of our errands done.
in your head, you just hear in Crystal's voice, I can absolutely do magic. I can talk to you in your head.
Can I, DM, is there a way for me to cast a cantrip that technically does damage and not have it do damage?
What cantrip are you trying to cast?
Fairy Wisp. It's all I got that can create a sensory effect.
You could shoot it sort of at the ceiling
Wait,
as opposed to like
I
her.
have light. I wanna.
Yeah.
What's around me, DM?
You're in a bar, so chairs, tables, people, bar top, bottles, liquor, a radio not a radio cabinet, like a record player with like a bunch of records sitting next to it. There's a bunch of bar-like items.
I'm just gonna poke her and cast light.
Her eyes like go super wide, and she like takes that light and shapes it, and makes it look pinkish using minor illusion, so it turns into like a pink crystal-y light.
Fun. Well,
Delilah, I like her. Can we keep her?
oh,
You kept me. Why can't we
can
keep her
talk
too?
about it afterwards. Let's go.
You are muted
You're
as
muted.
fuck, Bear.
That would have been like, imagine Delilah going, like just
do you
kind
want a
of.
cigarette?
No.
no,
Nope.
thanks.
Let's go.
We
Let's-
are.
it-
We gotta
Clay
go
is
get cleaned up.
physically
We've been on the
dragging
road.
Crystal at
Yeah,
this
we've been picked up on the road, and you know what?
Hyacinth,
sure-
you do see this whole commotion
We're
sort of going on.
Cigarette?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the offer. We gotta go and get our hair done and everything. We got an appointment, and we will probably see you around here, apparently. We're staying here as well, so maybe cards later or something. Okay, it's lovely seeing you. And it's just, southern goodbying her
As soon
way.
as you turn, Hyacinth is right there.
Ah,
Like, right behind
hey, hello, looking straight
Ow.
down
Hi.
at the top of her head. Hi.
you. Hello.
Gam Gam, I think I made friends.
You did, dearie. It's lucky that they are so kind to you
I
and
think this is
teaching
because of
you
your bones.
things.
Because of your bones.
Maybe. Or it's the Rosarat. We don't know.
The what? Oh, the pink
Never
stuff.
you mind, dearie.
Okay,
Never you mind.
I got us a room. I did it.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Well, enjoy your haircut, Mr. Clay.
Thank you, much obliged. As Clay leaves out,
Yeah.
trigger finger itching.
Delilah's doing that thing where even though like I guess it's also like pretty low, however their arm situation would be working, and is just doing that like petting his arm like it's okay, come on, we're just gonna get on, we're gonna get
Do I
going
notice
right quick.
this with my
Always
passive
gonna get
insight or
going.
perception?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just petting him, and we're just heading out the door.
They're just petting him, but you also would clock that like they're sort of like in front of each other, and Crystal sort of turns around and gives you like a wink and puts that cigarette you passed her in her mouth and like is trying to smoke it, but she doesn't understand she needs to light it, so she's just sucking on a fucking unlit cigarette.
I love her.
I'll figure it out actually. I just nod at her and then like I'll wink.
She gives you
as
like
they
a big
get a-
smile.
As they get a little bit further, I'm just gonna call out to Clay and Delilah once more and just say, "Oh, and if you need any answers, you know where to find me."
The
Mm-hmm.
bones.
The bones, yep, bones and soup.
As they very
we'll know
visibly
where to find
only go across the street to
Come
Trayvon's
on.
barbershop. They can't even go that far.
you. Like waving from the other porch. Just all right now, all right, bye.
Christ. So you are able
Are they still
to spend...
watching us through the fucking blinds?
Just go sit down in the
You
chair.
can't-
I just, damn
You
it.
can't really like see. You can see Hikari, who's gone back to sitting at her little table with her feet kicked up, and you can just sort of, because of the way the window is designed, you just see like the top of Gam Gam's head, sort of looking out at it. Just so you can just see like nose and eyes up, just peering out the window with like a little wave.
Okay, Crystal, how do you want your hair? We gotta trim it a little bit, but you wanna
How do
take
I
a couple
smoke
inches
this?
off this? We can
Not right
talk
now.
about that later.
We're in someone else's establishment, so we're just not going to like just
Hikari
assume.
smoked inside. Why can't I smoke inside?
That's because she ain't got no home training. Now,
I mean, if you want to be technical, I also have no. What is home training?
We're working on it. For right now, how about you just save that thing for later? Because we're gonna need to put all our focus and getting ourselves cleaned up. Because we apparently, and is looking over to Clay, got some pretty important people to meet up with.
Yeah, important people to meet up with, and also being watched by not so local locals.
Who apparently knew about you, which has me, just
no
a
longer
little.
see Gam Gam.
It's just my family
She is not in view.
historically has played a role within the community. You know, so it's noticeable when the son of a notable person in the a tight-knit community leaves, etc.,
Right.
etc.
So when you
now
said we
I'm
were-
thinking mustache with small goatee, slit in the hairline.
That
Maybe
sounds
a
great.
chin.
Okay, so you didn't mention when we said
Shave
we're
on
going to
sides,
where the
ball
deep
fade.
waters are.
Yeah.
And like as he's doing this, is kind of standing kind of in front of the mirror, like even as if the chair is rotating, kind of
Yeah.
moving around, still talking at him
Yeah.
as it's going. You didn't tell me that there may not have been the best of terms with your parents, especially because we were going to be sending Crystal this way.
Well, that's
Had the
why
worst
we
act.
got a room. It's just we will see how they're going to react.
Insight check on Clay.
Clay is
perception or deception, persuasion or deception, whichever you prefer.
Clay's being honest.
Yeah, but she's thinking you're softening how bad this could go.
That's a nat 1.
Hey, great. So I'm gonna still roll it. Oh yeah, so that's a 26.
Hey, Daniel, you know you can roll numbers other than a 1, right? Like you can.
Nope.
Cool.
Apparently not.
Like, legally, it's allowed though by like.
Yeah, legally, just so you're aware. I'm not holding you hostage.
Oh yeah, I know. All my good dice rolls go to Meadow. That's why.
She's not here.
I know. She placed a curse on me. She leeches my good rolls even when I'm not there.
As the haircut is happening, it's
exchange.
about this time that you recognize the person cutting your hair as like someone who you played with as a kid who's now grown up and like works at the barbershop. And like there's a pause in like the scissors. He just goes, "Wait a second, you're Marianne's kid."
Oh my gosh.
How's it going? How you doing, bro?
Yeah. Apologies. You. It's been a while since you haven't been here in a real long time. Things have changed.
Yeah. How so? What's the news on the street?
Oh, your mom is kind of like the mayor now.
The fucking
She's
what?
She sort of runs the town. I mean, community elected, but she takes care of everybody here.
Okay. Wow. That's huge.
Isn't that lovely? Yeah.
Yeah. And then your dad is an interesting character.
You don't say.
Interesting how? Because I know he was leading the union for the mine, but since we moved away from there.
Oh, he doesn't run the union anymore. He just sort of big into research.
Huh. What sort of research, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. He doesn't leave the house much. Except for to tend that graveyard next to the estate that y'all built. Something about it being a priority, determined. I don't know. I don't pay much attention. Not my business. Not my circus. Not my monkeys.
Fair enough.
So it's mostly unkempt, little graveyard next to the. Because I don't know. Take over an old ruined town, rebuild on top of ashes, and gotta make things work.
Right.
You remember what it was like when we all moved here? It's a fucking shell of a place.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't really stay here long. I wasn't. By the time we moved here, I was checked out.
Well, and he finishes cutting the hair. If she's not at your house, then she'll be at her office at the city hall, taking care of things.
Yeah, I think we'll go by there first.
He'll just sort of go into quiet. And while your hair cutting is happening, I want to jump back over to the tavern for a second. I'm so scared. I'm so genuinely scared.
What are the revolution?
What are the two of you doing over in the tavern after Clay and Delilah exited to go and get their haircuts and stuff? Still okay.
Yeah, I think we're eating soup.
We're eating soup and we're talking.
Are you talking about anything interesting?
Gam
Nope.
Gam. You're not. I am.
That's
Hey,
what
Gam
I
Gam.
said. Yes.
I have a question for you. That small, not a child. That's not a child. Does she
Still.
look interesting to you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Why? Do you know her?
I don't think I know her. And I don't
What do you mean by that?
I think I've met people like her.
Oh.
Like time ago.
All right.
Yeah. I think she'll be
when
fun.
you say like her,
Yeah.
do you mean like Mr. Clay? Or do you mean like you?
Well, she's a girl and Clay's a man.
Right.
So like me?
No, that's fair. Like you. Okay.
Or not. She's definitely not like me, you know. I'm special. That's what my dad said.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Did your bones, can your birds and bones, what did they say?
Well, the bird is being a bit sassy with me.
Oh.
Shush now. But I can ask the little demon creature.
Okay. Can you ask the demon creature if I'm special?
Absolutely. Yes, you are.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I think she's interesting. They're also there. That lady's really tall. Like really
Yes.
tall. Like really tall. I hope
Did
I
you
run
want to
into
make
them
friends with them?
I think we can make friends for the little bit we're here, and then I don't know. I don't think the man likes me very much. I tend to have that effect, though.
Because he hasn't met you. Officially.
Okay. Maybe if I play him a song. I'm getting
I don't
good
think
at
that
this.
will work. No.
Oh, okay.
With men like that, you gotta show that you're useful.
So what do you mean by useful? What does that mean?
Well, first you gotta find out what worries them. What's
Okay.
on their mind.
Okay.
And then provide comfort or a skill.
I have a lot of. We'll figure something out. I'll make friends. I met you.
Oh, but the most important, you gotta make them think it's their idea.
Okay. I feel like I should be taking notes.
Probably.
I'll remember this.
Finish your soup, dearie.
Okay. Thank you, Gam Gam.
You're welcome.
Today was a good day.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before an evening is had for you all?
No, I think
Aside
we
from
get
like obviously getting your haircuts and
new
fresh
Yeah,
clothes,
clothes
all
and
that
all
makeover
sort of
that
stuff.
montage.
Yeah.
Clay is now, he's wearing a classic vest with the white button up, and I think he's gonna have a glove, like a riding glove, to cover up his crystal hand. And I think once everyone's ready, it's off to City Hall.
Are you going
we're-
tonight or the following morning? She did pay for a room.
Big choice.
The
Delilah,
anticipation
what
is
do you think?
killing me.
Confront
I
your
think-
mother. Do it.
It's yeah, I think it's I mean, Delilah always feels more comfortable under the cover of night, but that may not be the most useful element of her in this sort of circumstance. She's never been I don't think she's ever met the parents before in inner circumstance. I think that she would sit there and think, she's like, well, one of two things. If I know anything about gossip, either A, she already knows you're here and would be happy to see you tonight, or B, she will already know you're here because they're going to talk, and by the morning, I guess, do you want it to be more of a family thing, or do you want this to be more on the books? Because I feel like City Hall's more,
We can.
public.
I say we stop by City Hall
In the morning or tonight?
tonight just to talk to Ma,
Okay.
and we stay back at the tavern. They're probably gonna ask, spend the night at the house or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll just say, we'll come by, give them some time to prepare because we don't want to spring it on them. And we just tell them we already got rooms just in case, and we'll just say, hey, we'll check in.
exactly are? Yeah, that's my question. Are you just going, hey, I'm here. I hadn't been here in 15 years. But we're stopping through, by the way. Here's all the people that I care about. What are you going to tell her from there? Like, what kind of... What are...
For right now, I just tell her, hey, I'm back in town. If you'd like to talk, I can come by the house tomorrow and we can talk some more. This is my missus. This is my adopted daughter. See you in the morning.
My goddess. Okay. All right.
What do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Well, I mean, are you gonna give her information on, our circumstances for needing to come here at all?
No.
Just a thought? No. Okay.
No. Not initially.
Okay. When are you planning to tell your mother anything?
Tomorrow about more of what's going on.
Okay. All right. If we want to just go by City Hall, wave at the mayor, and then figure out lunch or dinner or something the next day. I don't know. It's your parents. I hadn't had to deal with parents in a long time, so.
Yeah, well, it's just... I know.
The way we grew up was very different.
I want us to be safe.
Am I incorrect in assuming that this conversation is happening in the tavern before you decide to go do this?
I thought it would have been up in the room at least.
Or is it up in the room? I'm trying to figure out where
it would be up
this
in
was
the
happening.
room. Would be this whole like looking at themselves in the mirror, kind of being like, okay, what's our next step? Are we going now or later? That's kind of.
Did you have Crystal in the room with you, or did she wander off again?
Oh
No,
God, I hope Crystal's in the room with us.
She's in the room with us.
I swear, Crystal's, please, my heart, I can't handle it. Oh God, Crystal, stop rolling.
Give me a perception check if you would.
How big is this room?
You guys are in a heated conversation.
Oh my fucking God, I got a 3.
Is it another nat
Holy
one?
shit! No, it's just really terrible.
Oh my God, a 6.
Can Val make a perception check?
I can make a perception check.
This is painful. We lost our kid at Disney World, or as close as anything in this Roserite world's ever gonna get.
I want this owl to roll a natural 20.
Nope, that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time I get to my 20th roll, I'll actually have good numbers.
So with a genetically modified 20, Crystal is able to slip back out of that room without you guys noticing in that conversation, and is
modified D20 instead of
did.
D20.
I did.
Fair enough.
And she has wandered back downstairs to the tavern, and is sitting at the bar drinking a strawberry milkshake on her own.
Oh my God.
You guys don't know this because you're upstairs having your conversation. But if Hikari or Gam Gam are downstairs, you would see this this young woman sneak her way down the stairs up to the bar, climb up onto the bar stool, and like grab a strawberry milkshake.
Gam Gam, do you want to play a game?
Sure.
Have you ever heard of Truth or Dare?
I'm familiar with the concepts of both of those things.
Then we're gonna do great. And I think this game is best played with 3 people. And I'm gonna go up to the woman. You are Crystal.
Mm-hmm. She's like just sipping on her strawberry milkshake.
Hi, what's your name? I never got it.
Well, it's Crystal now.
Hello, Crystal now.
Well, no, now's not my last name. You can call me Crystal, pardon Deepwater. But I wasn't always Crystal. I had a different name before.
Why'd you change your name? Wait. No. I'll make this more fun. Have you ever played Truth or Dare?
I don't think so.
Do you want to?
Well, I don't know how it works.
It's a fun little game. I played it a lot growing up. You remind me of those times. So do you want to play?
Sure.
Fun. Gam Gam, are you in?
Oh, absolutely, dear. I'm here.
Okay. Awesome. Truth or dare it is then. Who wants to go first?
I don't know how it
Why
works.
don't you start?
I'll go first. Okay. So basically, what you do is you ask someone truth or dare. If they don't want to do it, they have to take a punishment. But truth or dare, you get to pick which one. If you pick truth, you have to be honest and tell the truth. If you pick dare, you got to be daring and do it. So
Okay.
truth or dare.
Do I ask you truth or dare, or do you ask me truth or dare?
I'm gonna ask you truth or dare, and then you can ask me
Oh.
after.
Okay.
Go in a circle.
Dare.
Dare. Okay. I dare you to finish that milkshake as quickly as you can.
I can do that. She picks it up and just, in a way that looks uncomfortable, fully like chugs down a milkshake, takes a deep swallow, and then there's like an immediate like grabbing the sides of her head as like that cold hits. And then she stabilizes herself again and just looks at you and just goes, yes, did it.
Okay, your turn, truth or dare. You get to ask whoever you want.
Truth. Or dare. Truth or dare. Gam Gam.
Truth, dearie.
Oh. I don't know what to ask you. Hikari,
Okay.
can you ask Gam Gam a question for me?
You want me to do it? That's not how we usually play. But okay.
I haven't been outside for very long.
It's kind of fun out here. I'm also newer to it. It's great. Let's
I've
see.
mostly just been sleeping on the ground with Clay and Delilah. I mean, like, not with them.
You
They're
did
like
more?
a thing. Well, no, we've been traveling. We got into like this big fight, and then we had to run away. So now we're here.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sounds like fun, I guess.
I don't know. Soren was kind of, sorry, Lord Veilheart. He was really, he didn't like that they took me away from him. I probably shouldn't be saying this.
Truth or dare? Okay. Gam Gam, truth or dare? You pick truth, so I must ask a question. How long have you been cooking soup?
Well, the day you met me was when I stole the barrel. And I just sort of put things in it because you had no food.
So resourceful. Wow. Okay.
I gave
Okay,
my
well, that was
barrel
your
to
turn.
those men over there.
If they do anything to your barrel, I'll hurt them.
It's not really my barrel.
It is now.
I got other things on my mind. My knees starting to whisper to me.
Secrets?
Why don't you play around and I'll come back? Okay?
Okay. Have fun with your secret knee whispers.
All right, dearie.
I
And
Gam Gam.
Crystal, lay off those milkshakes, okay? Not too many.
So, like, one more.
All right.
Should just grab another one from the bar. And it's just like holding it.
There's like a line of them ready.
I'm gonna
On top.
I'm gonna make my way to the door of Delilah and Clay and knock on it.
It'll give me a good chance to pan back to the conversation that you guys are having, where we left off, of whether or not you guys were gonna like go or stay or blah blah blah. And it's about that time that you hear that knock on your door.
Oh. And she looks around and doesn't
Where's the girl?
see. Oh, shit.
Clay pulls
and-
out his gun and then opens the door.
Well, that's mighty rude of you.
What are you doing here?
I was just coming to inform you that you've lost your child, and she's downstairs with mine.
We didn't lose her.
Excuse me.
Okay.
As he uncocks the hammer and then puts down his revolver.
You
Well,
should look
Into
after
the
someone
holster.
a little bit more carefully, especially someone as special as her.
Clay
what you
pulls
mean
back
by
out
that?
his revolver.
Yeah, I
What do
know.
you mean
Like
by that?
Delilah's full height just. You keep alluding that you seem to know something about her. Speak. Your bones tell you something. What they tell you?
My bones just read what your vibe is, and you seem to be incredibly protective of a young girl who's an adult. So I'm assuming calculations apparent that she's special to you.
Oh, yes,
No?
that is the special she is. Yes, that's the special that she is, very much to us. Yes.
She's also incredibly magical. Now let's go find
Oh.
our pseudo daughters. She starts walking.
Yes.
Clay's first down the stairs.
Yeah.
Before you guys get there, back down at the bar with Hikari and Crystal, she's just sort of sipping on her milkshake and just goes, "It's your turn again."
Okay. So truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. Okay. Have you ever had a cigarette before?
No.
I figured. Okay, that's fun. We can change that.
And then she's gonna look back at you and just go, "Truth or dare?"
Truth.
Why do you look so familiar to me?
I don't know.
Make a
I'll roll.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's fine. Alright. That's a 21.
You can sort of feel dancing around in your mind. It feels like someone's probing in there for a second. And then you very quickly put those barriers up. And you can see that little flash of pink light in her crystal-y eyes. And then she sort of settles back in.
Are you trying to have some fun?
I have a hard time controlling it sometimes.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you should just shut off your brain a little bit. That helps typically with all the magic.
Do you have a lot of magic problems too?
Not recently.
She's gonna pull back out that cigarette that you gave her earlier and like put it in her mouth. Doesn't light it because again, still doesn't understand what she's supposed to do with it. There's a long pause. And just before Clay and Delilah and Gam Gam come down the stairs, she just says very quietly, "They used to call me Romeo. Does that mean anything to you?"
Does that mean anything to me, GM?
You have the message I sent you earlier.
I think I've read it in a book once.
Okay. And it's about that time that you guys would get down the stairs. You would see a smoking Hikari, and then like sitting crisscross applesauce on the bar stool is Crystal with like an unlit cigarette in her mouth and in her other hand a strawberry milkshake.
Can I sleight of hand slip her a lighter?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Give me a sleight of hand.
That dice is on the floor. I'm not gonna. Nope, not staying there. You got to use a 15, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, you're able to slip it into her pocket. She doesn't know what to do with it, but she has one.
Gonna mime lighting another cigarette, then just wink, and then continues walking.
Oh, and then she'll reach down in her pocket, grab it, and then like as you guys are coming up, that's when she's like sparking up a cigarette for the first time.
Crystal! And she's just got the like pained, keeping it together face on. Hey, oh, another milkshake, huh?
This is my second since I've been. Hikari dared me to he dared me to drink a whole one in one sitting.
And she
And
did
I
it.
did it.
That's amazing. Crystal, we need to have a family meeting upstairs.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to join in on the game?
We're playing Truth or Dare. You should
Oh,
play
I
Truth or
completely
Dare with us.
understand. We need to have a family meeting upstairs right now.
Maybe later.
But I'm having fun with my friend. Are we friends? And she just like leans into Hikari.
Sure.
Okay.
You can have fun afterwards. Okay?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
That is a 8.
Gosh.
She's gonna look at you, and with a level of like determination you have not seen in a very long time, Delilah said that I am an adult and I am allowed to make choices for myself, and I am choosing to hang out with my friend.
Ain't this fun?
I'm gonna use telepathy into Clay's mind. From one parent to another, I wouldn't push it. She will explode.
Hey, Mr. Deepwater. Do you want to play Truth or Dare?
No. And Clay's gonna go upstairs.
Why don't we all go upstairs? We can play
Okay.
Truth or Dare in the comfort of our own room that we paid an extraordinary amount of money for.
Okay.
Crystal, why don't you join us, Delilah? I see Mr. Clay's having a little strop, but that's fine.
Yeah, let me go talk to him. Which room is it that y'all are in? I mean, you know where
Right
ours
next door to
is.
yours.
The biggest one.
Delightful. Then we'll see y'all upstairs directly, and she's gonna go off after
Absolutely.
Clay.
And that is where we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go stretch yourselves, or I guess since now that we know what goes, shake it. We'll be back.
Shake it!
Shake you.
And we come back in to two rooms next to each other, in which one is Clay and Delilah, and in which the other, with an open door, waiting for Clay and Delilah to join them, is Hikari, Gam Gam, and Crystal. We'll start with Clay and Delilah. Clay and Delilah. What's going on inside your room?
Clay is laying on the bed, just pinching the migraine that's starting to form. And is just like squeezing his eyebrows together.
Delilah comes in, closes the door, and actually probably doesn't close the door, probably keeps it cracked. And then just sits there and looks at him. It's like, we've both got to be a little more patient.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing what?
I can teleport. I can shoot fire from my hands. I can cast spells that alter the mind. But I cannot get that fucking kid to just listen for one damn second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. But our whole thing is we're just trying to keep her away from everything she was with before.
Yeah.
Got to keep her away from him.
Yeah.
And she's never been, I mean, outside of any time in the Gulch before she got down into the mines, as far as we know, she's never been in this kind of a social setting. So I think it's good for her to an extent.
Yes. But safety.
I agree. Speaking of safety, what exactly is your family going to be able to provide to us that you know of if you don't know what they've been up to and they don't know what you've been up to in this time?
That's part of what we're here to find out. They're... 2 weeks ago, I'm sitting there with a hole in my chest thinking I'm about to die. And that was it. They're the only people on this earth that I could think of, possibly, that was safe. Nobody else that we know has got family around here that would have been close by. This was the best option I had. And it's the only place we have to stay outside of Emerald Gulch, unless you have another option.
I don't.
All right, so I don't know what things are going to look like. We didn't leave on good terms because I decided to pick up the gun and the blade and try to take the fight outside of town. All right? And ended up where I ended up. So they didn't like that. There's one person who I think could actually be of more help to us. Who I need to figure out through them who we could get in contact with.
So you're not really here to trust your family. You're here to try and find someone else.
Yes and no. If they can provide a safe place for us to stay, or for us to keep Crystal, yes, that's great. But also, I need to find the person who was my former teacher.
All right, well, if they taught you part of what you know, then they must be worth something. Any help that we can get. But...
And hearing my mother somehow became the mayor does give us a little bit of help in that regard.
That's fair, but, you know, gotta figure out, I guess 15 years is a long time. A lot can change. Okay, well...
Which is why I'm trying to be cautious. Like, we need to tell them what's going on, but not give all the details, also for their safety.
That is true. But I think it is also fair. They do need to know how dangerous of a situation. How dangerous it is. Well, it's also kind of tricky because everybody here knows your name. Yeah. And laying low kind of just went out the window with that. So
this also used to be a tight-knit community that would look after its own. You know what I mean?
Sort of, but yeah. Okay. And you can just see that she's trying to figure out how to like take care of things like this. She's not sure what she would do, and that kind of upsets her a little bit. She's like, right now, the best thing, step one is make sure Crystal's okay. She seems to be happy, and if being happy is something that keeps her from losing control or anything, then we should try and stick with something like that. Okay, all right. We should probably go over there. Yeah, let's just... Are you feeling okay? Is it bothering you? And she tilts her head towards the arm.
Yeah. It's and he kind of takes off the glove, and it's just like I got used to the feeling of it not being there, that phantom pain. But it's not like flesh.
And she takes her hand over and holds his and hers, kind of like rotating it in her hands. I just want us to all be okay, no matter what it takes.
I know. Yeah. And that's what we're both trying to do.
And we gotta do it together. No lies, no secrets. We've gotta do this together. And she leans in to give him a kiss on the cheek.
Through that cracked door, you can sort of hear Crystal in the other room talking a mile a minute. And the bits that you overhear, it's like, yeah, so I spent a really long time at the church, and there was a whole thing, and I'm magical because of things that happened.
We need to go. We
gotta go. Okay, just the scurry in there. Hey, y'all are still playing the game?
Hey, everybody.
You can see that
I asked her where she came
Gam Gam has tucked Crystal and Hikari into the bed and is like, yes, dearie, it's story time, and is just trying to like calm them both down to like go to sleep for the night.
Go to sleep.
These are both grown women.
Yep. Well,
They're both...
They're like, in my head, they're sitting kind of like the grandparents in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where like it's just like Hickory's at the head and Crystal's at the foot, and they're just sort of sitting opposite direction, and they're just talking.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, and now I can do magic. See, look, and then she'll like use minor illusion and make like a floating circle of lights appear in the middle of the room, and then she'll just sit there very excited and like happy.
Yay! Lights. Wow, you're fun to play with.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's about time for...
You're
probably
not
tuck
gonna
in.
find the fun?
Oh,
Is it
I
because
don't
we're gonna
know.
have more fun tomorrow?
We're gonna go meet Clay's mom tomorrow.
yeah.
You
Yes,
should come.
yeah.
She's like the mayor of the town.
I don't know how to do moms, but okay.
Nor do
you not
I,
have-
honey. Nor do
Do
I.
you not have a mom?
Nah.
What happened to your mom?
Died, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Delilah, can I stay here? I want to sleep here. If that's okay with Hikari.
Sure.
Well, but we're all getting ready in the morning, and I wouldn't want to wake them up if they're sleeping in.
we're coming with you. Did you not just hear?
That's true. All right.
Do you need a performance?
Like a lullaby.
Sure.
It's you can spend the night in here.
Yeah.
The only thing I ask, Crystal, is that you just let us know before you want to go somewhere.
Please.
That's all I ask.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
And she will
And-
curl up into the bed.
Yep.
Tiny
All right.
hut. And then Clay is going to clap his hands together and touch the walls to cast Private Sanctum. So there's just this matte black gloss that kind of surrounds the room around the walls. And yeah, so the room has some extra protection. But that's about it. So
Oh, we're all staying in the same room then. How lovely.
Sleepover.
Well-
Sleep. It's a pretty big room.
is it? I mean,
They did get the biggest room. It's the best room in the tavern.
It's the presidential suite.
Yeah. There's private,
I was just-
there's rooms going off of the. You guys had a one room situation that had 2 beds in it.
We got.
They've got they have a suite. There's a separate room with a bedroom in it, and then there's a couch sitting area situation. It's a whole big room.
We have our own bathroom.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
that's
Sweet.
And I don't
That's
sleep.
a pretty good setup.
nice.
You don't sleep well.
I don't
that's
really sleep normally either.
normally I don't sleep at night, but yeah.
At which point you realize Crystal is already snoring.
Well, okay. All right. I guess we'll stay here then. Sure.
I mean, we have our own
We,
separate bedroom.
you know what? We'll poke our heads
Yeah,
back
we'll
in
see
here
y'all
a
in the
little bit.
morning.
We'll
Yeah,
see y'all
we'll
in a
see
little
y'all.
bit.
Y'all have a good one, all right?
Beautiful
Y'all fun. Don't stay up too late. Don't eat sugar. All right.
We'll check back in on y'all.
And a night.
No
is
sound
had-
passes through.
Oh my god. And a night is had by all. You guys can go ahead and take a long rest if you would like to. And morning comes to you all. Clay and Delilah in their private room. And Hikari, Gam Gam, and Crystal in the room next door.
I have made breakfast.
Is it breakfast soup or is it just breakfast?
It is just breakfast.
The
I've
barrel's
made
just
bread.
downstairs.
Yeah, I gave the soup away. I made
Is there
bread.
a kitchenette
Okay.
in here?
There is
strangely
now because I
no.
love the idea of waking up to bread. Strangely, no, that's better.
There we go.
So yeah, I guess wafting in down the corridors, Clay and Delilah can smell the scent of, let's say, bacon and freshly baked bread coming from the room next door.
There's a whole ass bakery in here.
Apparently, unless I don't know, she's learning new spells every day. It feels like maybe she finally got the one that's got you can do smells and all that.
Bakery
Does
at
smell
5th
good.
level. Yeah.
Baker.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the
Delilah
thing.
chuckles for a bit.
I made it. No, it was a spell. I was workshopping it. It
You
didn't
were working
quite
on a
go-
spell
Yeah,
to
I
make
was
to
making a
make the
whole-
smell of food, not
I was-
actual food, or
I was making a whole new school. Yeah.
oh, school
the
of baked
culinary,
goods.
the school of the culinary magics. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Wow.
whole thing.
You may have
I had
missed
a
your
sword
calling.
that was made of baguettes. It was a whole.
You guys
thing.
just hear a pounding on the side of the wall, and muffled through the wall, Crystal just saying, "Come get breakfast."
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Well, who needs an alarm when you got kids?
They end up getting ready and getting over there.
And in the room, Crystal is still hanging out with Hikari, and she just goes, "Every morning, Clay says I'm supposed to do this," and you watch as a little shimmer of magic sort of drops over her as she casts mage armor on herself.
There go. As
Yeah.
Clay does the
Knock on
same
it.
thing.
Knock, knock.
He says I'm harder to hit when I am magical.
That's
That is
typically the
true.
case.
Very true. So, I
Morning, love.
assume morning.
Gam Gam
I
made bread.
assume lovely. Crystal
Bread.
has told you all everything about us.
Well, not everything. You could tell me more.
I don't think there's much else to tell.
Whatever
Just know
Crystal
that-
told you is probably the gist
It's
of it.
probably most of it. Listen,
Well, I made bread and a hat.
care.
Time to go meet your mother?
Delilah's gonna eat the bread, like just nervously carb loading.
Bread.
Before we do that, I need you all to know that we take Crystal's safety very seriously.
Uh-huh.
And they are very, she didn't come from a good place. So, we would like for her to not go back to where she came from, where she was being mistreated.
Which was...
Technically, we don't quite exactly know where. But
Inside the church in Emerald Gulch.
Yeah. You told me that like
Okay.
last night and again today, so I feel like
Yeah.
yeah.
you guys should
So
definitely
what we
know
need to
that.
do
We
is compartmentalize information. All right? So we keep people on a need-to-know basis. on
now that
certain
you all
information.
know,
I'm not supposed to tell people about the fact that, like, I grew up with... I'm not supposed to talk about that?
Not at all. If anybody asks, your
No.
name is Crystal, part of Deepwater. You were adopted. You have a rare skin condition because you and your mother was pregnant. She was working in the mines, and roserite affected the pregnancy. She didn't know she was pregnant and gave birth to you, and that's why you got glowing skin and crystalline
Isn't lying
eyes.
bad? I'm not good at lying.
Not if it keeps you alive.
Lying can be fun. It's like make believe.
Yeah, it's like the stories in the songs.
Or games.
It's more
try.
embellished, right?
I will try. So don't say his name, is what you're saying.
Exactly,
would
because
be
if
a-
the wrong people hear his name, they'll send people after you.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't say his name in this town either.
Probably not.
Why?
Do you not know the history of this place?
Did the bones tell you?
Clay just said that it was his home.
Before
What's the
that.
history of this place?
There was a
Well, this is
before
our
it was
second
his
home.
Land.
This isn't our actual first ancestral home. We come from Petit Thibodeau, over there further in the bayou.
But
Okay.
what's the history of this place, Gam Gam, if we're not supposed to say that name here then? What you mean? What the bones say? I've never been here before. I'm a Gulch girl.
Oh, I don't know who you were speaking of, but the last name sounded familiar.
Looks to Crystal.
Eating my
Oh.
head bread.
Veilheart. That name.
Is that the
Yeah.
one, Gam Gam?
That's what this
And
place was called. The Veilheart.
That sounds really cool.
Oh. As
Shit.
in perhaps part of a barony to a lord.
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
At
Weird.
least that's what the devil
Very
told
weird.
me.
The
what?
who?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
All
that
right.
one.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Okay.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Do you need
So we're
bread,
all in
Mr. Deepwater?
agreement. What'd you
The
say,
hat bread's
Hikari?
really good.
the hat bread?
I'm
Take some
eating
bread.
as much of this hat bread as I can.
You look kind of like shit. Take some bread.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
You notice that Hikari is still wearing sunglasses indoors.
So what instrument do you play?
Mandolin.
Mandolin, right on.
Anything
Well-
else? It's not truth or dare.
Hmm?
Or 20 questions. We could play 20 questions. Do you want to play
I
a game?
don't think we have time for 20 of them.
Nope, not at
but
all.
we have.
I was just asking. No, it's just because I like music. That's all.
Well, we're heading out into town.
Yeah, they're
You're
coming.
You're
invited
welcome to
them.
join us. Yep, you invited them. You sure
Yep.
did. Let's go. So
Mhm.
we're gonna go and meet Mrs. Deepwater.
Oh, the man.
The
Yeah.
guy at the
City
barber shop
Hall.
said her
The
name was
mayor?
Mary Ann.
I think
Mary
if I
Ann?
play
That's
Deepwater,
Mary
her
Ann
name's Mary
Deepwater.
Ann and she's the mayor.
I believe
Feels
so.
fine.
That's what I heard downstairs.
Alliteration. Mary Ann the mayor. Mayor Mary Ann.
Mayor Marianne.
No,
Ma-
Mayor
Mayor
Mary
Deepwater.
Ann.
I
Not
understand
Mary
this
Mary.
feeling. Mayor
Mayor
Marianne.
Mary Ann. You guys are able to walk and talk out of the bar and head down the streets. Again, now with the sun just sort of rising and being all bright, you can see those little flecks of pink crystal in the road as you're walking. And Clay, you know the way to the old city hall, which is now like a much more constructed building, and you can see those like people still milling about, starting their day, and the door is sort of open. It's like propped open at city hall, basically a if you want to come talk to the mayor, come talk to the mayor kind of vibes. It's a very like open door policy. So like we will pick back up with you guys right outside of the entry to city hall.
All right. Our story is.
You're coming to say hello. That was what I
someone to Say
heard.
hello, and then we make it to the house
Cool.
with Pa. Make sure we're all there. Then have a more in-depth conversation.
You
Because
look
obviously,
scared.
being at City Hall, I haven't been here in a very long time. I don't know how anybody's gonna react.
Probably
Well,
not
if you need
well.
help,
That's
just
what
let
I've
me
been
know.
thinking.
Yeah, we
In
can
a-
help.
Thank you, Gam Gam.
We
I
could.
appreciate it.
Any help we would accept, honestly.
Do you want like an entrance song? No.
I will touch. I will put my hand on Clay's hand, the crystal side, and I will cast guidance.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Do you want to use roserite to make the guidance last longer?
Yes.
Cool. Since it's just a cantrip, if you want to take 1 point of corruption, that'll make it last for about an hour.
Whoa.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. I think for
Yeah.
Clay, Gam Gam hasn't mentioned that she can do magic, but she also spoke in your mind to you last night, and you feel as your arm like feels warm for a second, and you get like a boost of confidence.
There's
Gives
also
you
like a little
thumbs
bit
up
of
with the riding glove.
there's a little bit of a pulse that you can sort of feel in those red veins that run through that arm as it's enhanced a little bit with roserite magic.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
We head right through that front door
Yeah.
to the receptionist.
There is no receptionist. That
There's
desk
no
is empty.
receptionist. Oh,
No
even
receptionist.
better.
But when you walk in,
No barrier.
in.
to the left,
In the
to
lobby.
the left, there's there's the lobby, and then there's like rooms off to the side, and then there's to the left a big like 2 set open doors, with a big large desk that's covered in papers and stuff, and behind it is a familiar but older looking woman, in her late 50s. She has brown skin, but it's like a little bit more sun-warmed. Her black hair is streaked with gray, like steel kind of gray, and twisted up in like a bun that's braided. And there's a carved roserite clasp sort of holding it up into place, that you know as a gift from your father from back when they all worked in the mines. She's got these really gorgeous amber eyes, very broad shoulders, and you can still see, even from this distance, the old scars, those old scars across her knuckles and palms. She's not like a tall woman, but she's got like tall bitch energy, for lack of a better word. And she's got
Tall
like
bitch
sturdy,
energy.
Yes, ma'am.
tall bitch energy. And she's got like sturdy work pants, big thick boots, with like a button down like white nice shirt, and her vest is like open. It's like casual but like put together. And she's just sort of leaning over the desk looking at all the papers, and you can see swinging from her neck a pendant that is shaped like a pickaxe crossed with a scale, which you know to be a symbol of the Miners Guild.
I knock on the door and I say, excuse me, I'm looking for the woman who used to always burn the gumbo right on holidays.
Her eyes sort of flick up, and there's immediately like pen drops, eyes open wide, and in an accent that I can't do. So in my head, it's Creole sounding, but it's gonna sound Southern, so just bite me. Clay, what?
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
And she immediately is around the desk and comes over and embraces you.
It's going
Gives
well.
you a big old hug. I know, it look a lot different.
You're bigger.
Yeah, I've been on the road, and you know, seen a lot.
What are you doing here? I never thought we'd see you again.
Well, that's a bit of a long story as he kind of looks outside and sees Gam Gam and Hikari.
She just
at
like
the front
looks
door.
past you and sees a smoking girl in her lobby, a very tall cow lady, a translucent crystal skinned kid, and the very tiny Gam Gam holding a bone, I'm assuming.
I think I brought the hat bread.
She just looks
Perfect.
over at like the group of you behind. That is a motley crew there.
Yeah, we got a colorful bunch that we picked up along the road. There's a girl. We adopted. So,
I thought when you said there's a girl, there was like a girl, like there's a girl, like you're bringing a girl to.
yeah, there is, and I adopted a girl. Let me tell you, it's been a wild past couple of weeks. But
So you got married and now have a kid? Is that what you're telling me?
no, not married yet. Well, now, okay,
so
that
you
sounds
just adopted
wild.
a child out of wedlock.
No, that sounds. No, that's yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that noble? To adopt a child out of to
you
have that
tethered
most
yourself to a
confidence?
person without tethering yourself to a person?
I mean, hey, when you care, you care.
Granddaughter, regardless. By all means, I would love to meet them.
Right. She has a bit of a condition. Just a little bit. So she's got a little bit of a rosarite infection skin condition. So
Kind of like corruption? I mean, we've seen that in the mines growing up. Like that.
to a certain degree, yeah. It's pretty unique when you first see it. So I just want to make you aware.
Okay. So
and
perfect. Noted. We'll take. Understood.
right. And so she came up from a real bad way. People who had a prior, and they didn't treat her right.
So is the partner the one that looks very tall, the one that looks very small, or the one that is smoking in my lobby?
That would be the very, very tall one.
Somehow that tracks. And she'll just like look past you.
All right.
And the rest of you see the woman who looks very reminiscent to Clay, but has like, again, short but tall bitch energy, and carries herself similarly to the way that Clay does, but like with far more confidence than he probably could. A feminine confidence about her, if you would. And she just like looks out at each of you and she goes, I am Marianne Deepwater. It is a pleasure to welcome you to Saint Bordeaux.
Mama, this is Delilah.
Charm.
Better half.
And she would
This
reach her
is-
hand and
She'll shake it and you can feel those like the calloused hands of like a working person who has like spent most of their life working.
yeah. That
This
tall
is-
energy reflects back and just like a little just like a very much appreciated.
And this is Crystal.
And Crystal just sort of looks at her and smiles, and there's a little bit of like a roserate pulse from her. Marianne just sort of looks over her and just gives her a little nod.
And this is Hikari and Gam Gam. Now,
Cool.
moving along.
I'm on tour.
What do you mean you're on?
Bird.
What do you mean you're on tour?
This is my first tour spot.
She's
Okay.
barred.
Oh, a singer. Well, we could always use
Yeah.
more music in St.
They
Margaret.
loved it in the tavern. It was quite a show.
I don't know what I need that for. We got old man drinking, still kicking.
I
You get
think
some
so.
moonshine in him.
Oh God.
That's the best bar you
No,
could ever
we
find.
don't need to discuss Leroy. How can I help y'all? What brings y'all all aside from being on tour? How can I be assistance? You brought your
We just
not missus?
no.
Delilah,
no.
it's not.
You two are married? I thought they. Oh,
Oh, that's what
No,
he said.
no,
He
we-
said that they're not married and they have a child.
I don't know if my parents
yeah,
were
we-
married.
Well, I guess
It's-
marriage
We
isn't
recent-
like the end all be
Yeah.
all in a relationship.
I don't think my
Exactly.
parents were married.
Exactly. We no, because what happened was, things moved very quickly with making sure that Crystal
actually.
was out of her situation. So,
So Delilah fiddles a little bit with the crystal that's around her neck. Just kind of fiddles a little bit, like reaches for that. It's like, no, yeah.
so
Anyway, we are much obliged to enjoy this beautiful town, and we, Clay is very close to us and has taken lovely care of us over time, and told us that if ever we were in this direction, we could meet the Deepwaters, which is what we're doing right now.
Wait. And she turns and looks at Clay. You mean to tell me you got here yesterday and rather than coming to see your parents, you stayed at the Morning Bell Tavern rather than coming home?
yes.
Regardless of how we last spoke, in what universe do you think I would turn my own son away after not seeing you for damn near 20 years? Why did you not come to the house?
You did not smell us.
It was pretty
To be
bad.
fair, we have been on the road for 2 weeks straight, on foot.
Valid. Well, then I insist.
Okay.
We go to the house. You have to see.
All right.
There's a long pause before she speaks. Your father's a different kind of man than you probably remember. He didn't have a lot of purpose once we got here and sort of started researching, and it's a little fanatical. I just brace yourself. Regardless, come with me. And she'll purposefully walk out the door and just assume that you guys are all following her.
Following
I'm
along.
on her heel.
I love a woman power.
As you guys are walking down the road, people will pause and wave at Marianne or come up and shake her hand, and it becomes very clear to you that this is a woman who is very ingrained with her community, wants to see it succeed and do well, and she's just walking through the mud up to a very large estate set against the backdrop of the wood. At the corners of it is the occasional white pillar, and then it's a 3-story building. Off to the left of it is what from a distance looks like an overgrown kind of graveyard, but there's one corner of it that looks really well kept. She walks up to the house, she just goes, I'm gonna go inside real quick, have a chat with him, make sure give him the same lowdown that you just gave me.
Sure.
Y'all take a second and then give me 10-15 and then come inside, and she'll just kiss you on the cheek and then head into the house.
Love you, mama.
Well, that went better than expected. I don't know what I expected, but
Sure. Yeah.
She's real pretty.
well, I was expecting much worse. I'll be honest. I've had
No, mama. She.
I apologize for the sexual comment. I
she has
thought
to-
when you said that it all moved pretty fast, I thought you
have
meant
no idea. You have no idea how accurate you are, ma'am. It was a good read, I'll be honest with you.
Not
You
bad
didn't need
either
bones
way.
for that.
I had tunnel vision. What'd you say? I could only hear my heart.
Hey, I think maybe this is one you don't need to hear. I think.
It's okay.
Okay.
Does anyone else get a
she-
creepy vibe
Secrets
from
are
this
fun.
place?
Oh yeah, something's wrong
Yeah,
with the
what
wood.
does the estate look like now?
It is a really gorgeous house, but it very clearly looks like it was built on the bones of an old house. Like the bottom floor, the edges of it are sort of a different color than the house itself properly. And again, there is off to the left that like really nice, like the newer than the rest of the house probably, a graveyard that is like a little bit overgrown in the back, but towards the front of it, even from this distance, you can see an area that's like well landscaped.
I'm gonna walk over to the graveyard.
I'm gonna go as well.
Absolutely.
Can I nudge Crystal, and as they're walking over, whisper, "Hey, do you know people are dying to get in there?"
Delilah can hear that and chuckle.
She lets out like a very loud giggle and then like quickly stifles it, and then just reaches over and grabs your hand and squeezes it.
Gam Gam looks over her shoulder, like solidly 20 feet away, and just goes, "Not a very lively bunch, I've heard."
Hey!
As you guys get to this graveyard, it's fully fenced in. There's a little gate. And the whole back half of it, there's like crumbled, like ruined graves. And then little, like it's completely overgrown with the exception of one gravestone that's sort of covered. It's very like white marbly. Anyone who'd like to can give me an investigation check.
Hey.
Oh, I'd like to do one of
Every
those.
single individual here will do that.
Yerp. I'm gonna see how the digital dice feel today. Nope, the digital dice hate me too. That's fine.
23.
23.
15.
That is a
15?
refurbished 20.
We'll start with the 15. Hikari, you notice that there's probably like 3 graves in total. 2 of them are not tended in the slightest. That first one, like I said, white marble, and the name is perfectly carved on it. You can see the last name says Cynthia Veilhart. Gam Gam, you would clock the crumbled ruins of those other 2 graves. There's the names are long since carved away, but there's bits and pieces. You can make out like a T and a heart, and then the beginnings of another name. I will get you the name in post because my brain is blanking on what the fuck it is right now. And clay, the thing that stands out the most to you is that on the top of this grave is a freshly plucked orchid, a white orchid, which is very strange to you because the only place you know white orchids to grow near here is at the home of your former mentor, Kamari.
Shit.
I wonder if there's bones
that-
here.
There's definitely bones here.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but I don't think these are
Yeah.
bones you want to mess with.
It's the name you guys get all scared about.
Yeah, because let's say he found out that you were taking bones from here. I don't think.
I don't know, it seems
What
like
if
something
it's-
to be into?
What if it's just a coincidence? Like maybe it's like a different Veilheart.
Is that a risk
coincidences.
we're willing to take there, Crystal?
I don't know. I've never left Emerald Gulch before.
Are you telling me you're not the type to take risks?
I can take a risk.
Just not now.
Not right now.
Gam Gam's gonna
Later.
Measured risks.
Later risks.
Can I
Gam
take a look
Gam's
at the
gonna lean
plants?
down and she's not gonna take a bone from the graveyard, but she's gonna like reach her
Could get
hands
my
into
child
the.
killed.
I won't. She's gonna
So
reach her
bad.
hand
Out
under
of
the
Hikari.
soil and
Mhm.
just kind of like use a little bit of her druidic magic to sense like the connection to this land and the bones, and then just pull her hands back out. Well, they've long since been dead, so it's should be fine. Maybe it's not connected.
Give me an Arcana check.
How old do these graves look? Like pretty old?
Arcana?
Give me Arcana for Gam Gam. Give me investigation for Hikari.
24.
When your hands are in the soil, there is a pulse of, you can almost feel the roserite sort of emanating from these graves. From under the ground itself, from under this estate itself. There's a latent magical, almost, you can almost feel the ley line of roserite that runs under the home.
Okay.
So DM,
Yeah,
are you saying this place feels magical?
Feels
Or just
pretty
shake it
magical.
off.
Well, I think I'm distracted by that because I rolled a
Mhm.
1.
Yeah. You
I don't know
can
what's going
feel, even just standing in the graveyard, Hikari, you can feel that pulse of magic, and there's a level of familiarity to this place that you are not prepared for.
My blood feels like it's warm.
Delilah wants to take a look at the overgrowth of plants, like where the landscaping has kind of stopped. And so as a furbolg, I have speech of beast and leaf. So I can communicate with, though not understand, beast plants and have advantage on charisma checks to influence them. So I kind of want to just see, like, again, it's kind of like a little mini vibe check. Are these plants just normal, where plants overgrow in this, or are they like trying to hide and obscure stuff? You see what I mean? You can get where I'm going with it.
No, I get where you're going. You're vibe checking plants.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
The plants themselves don't seem to be obscuring anything. It just, you can tell through your connection to plants that there is a purposeful effort to take care of this one grave specifically and ignore the other two.
Interesting. And this looks like it only looks like the 3 that are handled here, or there are more
3
kind
in
of
this area.
back?
There's sort of more going back, but towards the front of the graveyard are these 3 graves. And then there's probably half a dozen that go further down. It looks like this was probably a family plot for the people who used to live where
in the
this
manor.
house was reconstructed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so but it seems like this is here. It's not like it's trying to be like, no, don't do that. Okay, cool.
No,
But
it's not like a, hey, don't come touch or look at me or investigate further. It's more like, we care about this one. Fuck these people.
Okay, gotcha. That was essentially all I needed to do. I just was like, magic plants, ? Cool. And she would go over to Clay. Do you think your father did this? Just this area here, then?
I think this means I gotta ask more questions to my mentor. She's somehow involved in all this, but I think we need to carefully probe my father about what he was able to figure out about this place since he spent so much time investigating this graveyard.
Research,
we have
that's
to play
right.
this very, very carefully.
And she cuts a little glance over to Crystal with that.
Yeah.
Very carefully. Gotcha.
Hikari is not making it easier.
I hear that, right?
You do. I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Who?
Hikari and Crystal.
That's wild.
What? Okay.
Is this
What you mean,
am
Hikari?
I trying to avoid the charmed condition at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it was an 18.
Noted.
Cool.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
What do you mean?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Can I sense the wisdom save needing to be happening?
But I sense someone rolling in the universe somewhere.
No, well, yeah. Well, like, coming from where I come from, back in my day, if you have to roll a wisdom
in
saving
my
throw, a
day.
nuke is going off. So, like, I would love to see if I just hear, like, the click on.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, lordy. Oh, God. Come on, baby. I'm going to try a real life die. God, that's an 8.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
Do
Sounds
I
great.
feel anything after what I rolled for the save, or is it just...
We will get to that
Okay.
in a
Okay.
bit.
I'm
We'll
just
get to that.
curious.
Just note that for later. It
Got
is
it.
about that time that you can hear the front door of the estate open again, and you see Marianne sort of stick her head out to look for you guys, only to see you guys all sort of off to the side. And she just sort of exits the house and just looks over and just goes, "Oh, what the,
We got nosy.
oh,
Nice.
it's a graveyard."
Well, it's certainly
Yeah,
not a
just
living
looking around
yard.
at all the
Oh.
expansions.
Yeah.
Not
It's
many
been maintained
bones in
well around
there.
here.
I wouldn't know. I don't make a point of. James takes care of it.
Oh my god.
I don't like going over there.
It's wild.
Gives me the vibes. It doesn't. The energy feels weird over there.
What's Pop been doing over in there?
I don't ask questions. We have not important. He's in his study. It's in the addition on the second floor. He said he'd like to meet all of you. I am gonna stay away from that conversation. Yeah, have fun. And she just sort of like heads back down the hill towards the town.
All right, Mama.
What is going on?
I don't fucking
Drama,
know.
Gam Gam, drama.
That's an excellent question.
So fun.
Family is complicated, yes. But this is strange.
I'm well aware. All right.
What are the bones
And
say?
we'll head
Gam Gam?
inside.
Yeah.
I'll ask.
Can I cast detect magic?
Yeah.
Can I say that ritually while we're out there? Like, would you say it maybe
In the
was about-
graveyard?
Yeah, it was like, well, because then I'm going to keep it on me, I think, because it stays up for 10 minutes. But I
Keep that
think that
thing
it's,
on.
yeah.
Do you want to amplify it to make it last longer?
I think at this particular moment, I would just like to cast it. There we are. Cast it, concentration up to 10 minutes. Because I'm going to can I cast that ritually?
Yes.
Yes, all right. So yeah, I'm ritually casting it while we're out there waiting because I want to keep it up for 10 minutes because if there's Veil Hardy stuff happening out here, I want to see what we're dealing with when we go in the house. That's essentially all I'm doing. So just detect magic up 10 minutes.
This new verb just dropped, Veil Hardy.
Yeah, it's Veil Hardy.
While you're out there, there is an inherent sort of magical vibe in this in the graveyard, but also you would clock the magical sort of auras that are coming off of Gam Gam and Hikari and Crystal and Clay. There's all like a level of like magical vibes or like an aura around them.
Yeah.
You specifically do not notice a magical vibe off of Marianne when she exits the house. And then as you enter the home, there is a low level, just sort of like, it feels almost kind of like a background buzzing.
So like refrigerator sound, ambient, like enchantment magic. Like what school of magic would it be? Because I can learn the school of magic, if any.
How would Roserite ping?
Ooh.
It's not.
Pink.
I think it would. It would.
Pink,
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
assuming.
yeah.
I got a pink. It's got a
It's
glow.
like a pink. It's got a glow. The other thing you would clock would be that in a similar shade of pink to this like low level magic on the ground, Hikari's cigarettes also give off that same pink hue.
Oh, roserite cigarettes. Okay, cool. We've seen those before. Like, are they giving off? Would they give off the same, I guess, dosage or amount that Six would have used, or is it just low
He
level, kind of like?
Cigars. So his
Yeah.
were packed a little heavier because there was more.
But is this
Earth
like
feels like the
pollen,
wrong
or is
word.
this like refined roserite?
I would say it's refined roserite.
Okay, so this isn't pollen. Okay, gotcha. Cool, great.
Uh,
And I'm keeping that up as we're going in to meet with Paul.
okay. I assume Clay is leading the way.
Yes.
As you enter this study that you are very familiar with and haven't seen in a very long time, sitting in a large armchair by a fireplace that's sort of glowing with like a faint pinkish glow to it, you see a man in his early 60s who is standing or sitting like almost impossibly still. Dark brown skin, but like cleaned immaculately, not in the same way that your mother was like a little bit like vibe dirty, but like presentery. Like it's crisp. The presentation is very put together, performative. You can see that his hair is cropped short and starting to thin, but streaked with gray at the temples. There's a neatly kept trimmed beard along the line of his jaw. And then as he turns to look at you, you can see those murky hazel eyes with the faint hint of like a crystalline roserite shimmer in them that was not there when you saw your dad last. He's rocking a high collared shirt that is buttoned all the way up to the throat. Give me a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
He's sitting in that chair with his hands just sort of like crossed, and on the opposite side of his on his ring finger on the non-marriage hand side, there is a large signet ring with the symbol of the Order of the Rose on it, the petals sort of reaching around his finger, holding it in place.
Hey, Popo. It's been a while.
Clay.
You, been keeping busy, I see?
I heard you brought company.
Yeah. So,
Your mother says I'm supposed to be polite and offer you lodging at the estate, so that I will do. Please introduce me to your friends, if you would.
this is my Mrs. Delilah, adoptee, Crystal, Gam Gam, and Hikari.
It's lovely to meet you.
I have been informed to tell you that it is a pleasure to meet you as well. Welcome home.
Feel welcomed.
Your mother forgives, I do not forget. You would do well to remember that.
Oh, sure. So what's this about your research that you're getting into? It's the talk of the town since I've came back here.
This place has always been a little... The land remembers things. Hold on. Yeah. He looks specifically at your arm, even though it's covered in a shirt and a glove. You've come home changed. That's good.
You'll change too?
This place needed you to change shape as well. We all should change a little bit. It's for the good. Greater good, actually.
Sure.
And he flicks his eyes to look at Crystal ever so slightly and then back at you.
Well, do you have any tea and crumpets? Or are we just gonna stand around?
Apologies. There is someone down in the kitchens who can help you with tea and crumpets. I should really get back to my work, but there's rooms upstairs should you wish to stay.
Sounds good.
And he
he's
will,
gonna leave.
as you're like leaving, he'll stand up and like go behind the desk and sit in a chair there and start rifling through some papers and stuff. But like will cast a glance at you
Can I see
as
what
you're going to leave.
is on his desk? Can I like peek the research? Can I be
Ooh.
nosy? I want to be discreet.
Uh-huh. Give me. We're gonna say this is sleight of hand.
Okay. Not perception.
You said you wanted to be sneaky. So we'll do sleight of hand to see if you can be sneaky about it, and then we'll do perception to see what you see.
Okay.
You can do both.
I can do both.
One, if he clocks you.
Can I give her advantage by Clay going up to ask one thing before he goes?
Oh, absolutely. I'll allow that.
Oh, thank you. I needed it.
Yeah, so before that, Clay kind of leaves the door open and takes a couple of steps into the room and says, quick question. You don't know where I could find Mrs. Dupont?
The hedge witch?
Yeah, old singing gator.
She doesn't come into town except but once a week to get supplies.
Okay. You know around where she's staying at?
Same place you would have known as a kid. Out in the woods.
Sure. Sounds good.
It's not like it's the first time you haven't snuck off out there to see her, so.
Hey, this time, you know exactly where I'm going.
A first. And he like looks back down in his papers. Hikari, how was that sleight of hand?
I got a 15.
Oh yeah, he does not clock you.
I have another. Cool.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did not clock you.
Tell me things, and then maybe I'll tell you more things about what I want to do.
He's distracted by his conversation with Clay, so you're able to get a glance at the paperwork. What'd you get on your perception?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
Okay.
23.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of information about Roserite here. There's a list of names that looks very familiar to you, on which is an alphabetical listing of names that you remember from hearing in the past, on which one of those is the word Romeo. There's documentation about the church. There's the symbol of the Order of the Rose. There's a lot of like Order of the Rose paraphernalia and paperwork here. A lot to do with Roserite.
So I would like to cast Unseen Servant.
Yes.
And it's unseen, so I don't really need to describe what they look like because they're invisible. So I want to do that. I could give it a little task to do.
What task are you giving your servant?
Steal.
Noted.
I want some of those papers. That is
Okay.
all. I do
Is
this
it like
discreetly.
Is this are you telling him to wait until there's like a good moment to steal?
Mhm.
Or just, okay, cool, noted.
The spell lasts
and
an
then
hour. I will use Roserite to make it go longer.
Fantastic. And then I'm
VB.
assuming you guys exit the study to head down to the kitchen to get tea.
Was
and
there
crumpets?
anything beyond just the ambient Roserite feel that pinged in that room?
His ring?
Okay. Which would have drawn her attention
ring
to
ping.
it so that she would have seen what it was.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
He also had it wasn't as strong as the one around your friends and yourself and
Mhm.
Clay, but there is a latent aura of magic sort of coming off of him. And then there's hunks of Roserite on his desk too. Like there's
Just
a little bit of
see
like
that kind of
pulses
glowing,
of magic.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no other like objects, no anything else in the room, nothing that seems like okay, good. I was just kind of looking other kind of equipment, etc.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she follows the others, and during that time has placed her hand on Crystal's like shoulders, and just loving family vibes.
You would notice, pressing your hand on her shoulder, that on her neck there is a little bit of a darker, pinkish red vein. That the last time you saw it is when she was taking corruption.
Oh. Would I be able to think that it's from the ambient nature of being in this room, or does it seem like it's from something else?
It wasn't there when you guys entered the graveyard, and now it is there.
Cool. I'll be taking a closer look at that once we are out of this room.
I'm gonna speak telepathically to Clay again. Now, I'm not one to judge, but I'm picking up a much more potential vibe from your father. Do we trust him?
We're not safe here, and we need to go. Now.
I know a way.
Well, everyone, I think we need to head back to the tavern.
Yeah, there's more.
Grab ourselves a nice evening drink. Or early morning, afternoon drink.
Let's say by the time you got to your mom, it's
Midday.
like, we're going to say it's probably about noonish. It's about midday.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, yep, I think that's, we'll take a break. And then, I guess whomever's in the kitchen. I'll just,
There's like effectively, he kind of used unseen servant of his own, so there's like floating plots and plans as this unseen servant is making tea and crumpets in the kitchen.
hold that order. We're gonna be eating elsewhere. So sorry. I guess it's the food
just like
sadly
settles down.
gets interrupted. My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all take care.
On
Y'all
the
have
way
a good
out,
one.
could I grab some of the food anyway? Though, just like I'm gonna grab that.
Oh, absolutely.
There. I'm gonna take it.
More bread. Yep.
All right,
And do you
and
guys
then
head back
as-
into the town?
No. As we leave, I say, all right, we need to find a boat.
A boat?
There's a woman by the name of Kamara Dupont. She was my old mentor, taught me the way of the blade song. We need to find her to get a little more inkling about what's going on here, because based on what I've seen in the graveyard, plus what's happening with my father.
Yeah, you got a weird dad.
He was not like that when I was last here. So, I think
Delilah.
Yes.
Can I have a perception check, please?
Mm-hmm. $11? Can I
Nope.
cast guidance on myself?
Continue. I'll allow it.
Cool. Great. I'm gonna add a D4 to that. I think that I would have. She would have been doing more. That's a +4, so that's gonna be a 15.
It's about this time, looking at this small party of people assembled here, that you would also notice in a similar space on Hikari's neck a similar vein of corruption. As Hikari, I need you to mark 1 point of corruption, please.
Oh no. Are you?
So are we going on a boat ride?
Yes.
yeah, because we need answers.
Clay, are you certain
I've never
that
been on a boat before.
we can trust them as well?
I
They're
have
the
a
only other option I can know of.
feeling
Uh-huh.
I may know a
What's
way to this, hedge witch, was it?
Do you know
Yeah.
her? Do your bones know
No.
her? This is so
My
interesting.
bones know her. Well, more specifically, the bones in the graveyard. Or the lack thereof.
Someone did take the bone.
Oh my god, did your dad take the bones? Did your mentor take? Someone took the bones.
Okay,
I don't.
we
know.
shouldn't have this conversation so close to these grounds.
I'm waiting on
go.
something. Just 2 seconds. I'm waiting for my unseen servant to come bring me my spoils.
Was that you? Because I'm sure
is
I
a-
would have felt the. I should have
You
felt
would've.
the spell. Couldn't track what it
Oh.
was, but I was like, "The fuck is the?"
It is about that time that you just see coming out of the fucking house just a floating pile of papers.
Yay!
Oh my god!
This looked like
So
fun
you
reading.
decided to steal from my father's house?
Yes.
What
To
the fuck is wrong with you?
graveyard.
No, the graveyard.
Seriously, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Why would I do that? Because the information looked interesting, and he was really cagey. So I took it.
Delilah's gonna take the papers and look at it.
And that's going to make us more suspicious.
My papers.
I am
Do you
assuming
plan
Gam
on
Gam
putting
has
them back
headed,
somehow?
has Gam Gam headed towards the graveyard. Crystal would have said to you, Gam Gam's going to the graveyard, I'm following, and she would have followed to not let the old lady go on her own.
And even if Clay is still talking to Hikari, she is going through the papers, and he's like probably speaking behind her, being like, "Wait, no," and I'm just like,
Yeah,
reading.
Delilah's looking over Hikari's shoulder at these papers.
Not hard. You were so much taller than
Yeah,
her.
just like hovering. Like even hand out and accepting some of them as they're happening there.
Yeah, like I'm done with this page. Here you go.
Yeah. Do I happen to see the page that's got the alphabet on it?
You do.
Okay. Question. Are any of the names like crossed off on it or like
No, it's just a
just a
list, and it
straight up
goes
list?
all the way down to, hold on, let me consult my book.
Let me consult the actual list.
Basically, yes. Because my computer will not let me load Obsidian. It goes all the way down to Zulu.
Alpha to Zulu. Great.
Uh-huh.
And it's all there, including the letter Romeo, huh?
You see stars next to several of those names. You see a star next to Delta. You see a star next to India. You see a star next to Sierra Tango Uniform Victor. You see 2 stars next to Whiskey. And you see a star next to Alpha.
Whiskey and 1 star next to Alpha.
1 star next to Alpha. But Whiskey has 2
Whiskey
stars.
has 2
next to it.
stars. Everybody else has 1 star with Delta, India, Sierra,
Yes.
Tango, Uniform. Stuve, hey.
Do you think he's
Hey,
reading his alphabet?
I don't think it's his alphabet necessarily, but it is someone's alphabet. And so any of the missives.
Now you've got to trust me.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
all trust me? We're about to go
With
through the
my
ground.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Sure, there's a song I could write about this.
Gam Gam's gonna reach her hands back into the grave that she had her hands in before. And feeling that the grave itself is empty, is going to like pull from the earth and open up the like earth trapdoor, I guess, that exists. And
so
start
would this
walking down
be-
into the tunnel.
Would this be Cynthia's grave?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. So in front of that big pristine white marble like headstone that says Cynthia Veilhard on it, underneath of it you would also see the words as you're going down, beloved mother. That sort of ground carves away into an empty tunnel underneath the surface. The Gam Gam is the first one down into.
I love
I
a
told
tunnel.
you,
All right.
there's no bones here.
Following as I read.
Oh, lady, protect us. And she's gonna sit there and she has kind of a death grip on Romeo's hand.
Romeo gives it a squeeze and follows after those two other women.
And she looks back behind and looks up at Clay. You coming?
Clay doesn't say anything but keeps following.
Gam Gam will close the dirt back over them as they get into the tunnel.
It goes dark inside of this tunnel, and our camera's going to pull out to later in the evening. The sun fully setting behind the forest as the skies begin to darken. Across the ground, creeping out of the Blightmarsh, is a deep, heavy fog. Sweeps across the streets and follows the roads out of this woods into the woods behind the Deepwater estate, where we see one James Deepwater walking alone, a roserite lantern in his hand. The leaves and branches are cracking under his feet as he enters a ruined grove, thick with long since petrified trees, but one at the center stands out. Veins of roserite threading up its bark like old wounds, and embedded at the center, at about the 5 foot off the ground point, is a large piece of this pinkish crystal that pulses faintly. He sets the lantern down on the ground and removes his glove, revealing a crystalline roserite hand that he presses to this crystal and that pulses, shooting blood red veins up his arm. And he twinges in pain and takes a deep breath, and when he speaks, his voice is quiet and measured. She's here. The girl you spoke of. My son brought her alongside that woman you described. The others, the Warforged and the Bandit, are nowhere to be found. Tell me, my lord, how would you have me proceed? There is a long pause, and then the shard pulses a singular time. James nods slowly and closes his eyes. The will of the rose will be done. He releases his grasp on the shard of roserite, replaces the glove, picks up his lantern, and turns, walking back into the fog. And that is where we will end our episode. Have a good night.